This match is for one fall of a 10-minute time limit. Introducing from California, weighing in at 245 pounds, Rocky Johnson. From the Kingdom of Tonga, weighing in at 235 pounds, Prince Tonga. Their opponents from Scandinavia, weighing in at 301 pounds, Thor the Viking. And from Los Angeles, weighing in at 252 pounds, Sonny King.
Sonny King and Thor the Viking. Now, Sonny King, of course, has been taking quite an interest in Thor the Viking and has made several comments about the possibility of bringing him into his organization, if you will. Rocky Johnson and Prince Tonga going out against these two. Johnson moving out first. Duck under, go behind by Thor the Viking. A takedown by Rocky Johnson. Johnson from California. Very agile, as you can see. Breaks it up very nicely. Johnson back on his feet. Sonny King being warned by the referee, Bockwinkel, to move back to the corner. Sonny King, a massive individual. Duck under, go behind. A waist cinch by the Viking. Rocky Johnson trying to move and escape. Hooks the arm, scores a takedown. Makes the tag with Prince Tonga. Johnson, who married a Samoan princess, of course, feels a very kindred spirit with Prince Tonga from the Kingdom of Tonga. Arm drag and twist now by Tonga on Thor the Viking. Drop kick by the Viking, some 300 pounds into the air that time. Short chopping punch to the jaw, and again the Viking with a knee to the midsection. Takedown by the Viking into a lateral press. Tonga powers out. Tonga lashes out with a right to the midsection. Another one, a side headlock by the Viking. The Viking now a snap mare. Headbutt by Tonga. Has Thor in trouble. Headbutt again by Tonga. Tonga coming off the ropes. And it was Tonga apparently tripped up, and Rocky Johnson after him. Rocky Johnson after Sonny King outside the ring. Thor and Tonga going at it in the middle of the ring. But you've got a Pier 6 melee going on between Johnson and... Ooh. Inverted backbreaker by the Viking. 300 pounds down across the stomach of Prince Tonga. Meanwhile, Sonny King and Rocky Johnson still battling away outside the ring. Thor the Viking scoring the pinfall on Prince Tonga. But we've got another battle going on outside the ring. We're trying to get those separated now. Thor the Viking is the victor in this Australian tag team match.
Introducing from Montreal, weighing in at 226 pounds, co-holder of the U.S. Tag Team Championship, Jim Garvin. His opponent from Germany, weighing in at 265 pounds, SIGFRIN STANKE.
Okay, SIGFRIN STANKE going up against Jim Garvin. Killer Carl Cox on the outside. STANKE, 265 pounds, holds a good close to 40-pound weight advantage here. Quick check there, collar and elbow, and it's Stanke very quickly going from a side headlock to a side headlock to a hammerlock, and Garvin comes off those ropes. Stanke drops to the canvas. Garvin leapfrogs. Garvin catches an arm drag takedown for Jim Garvin. Killer Carl Cox watching very, very carefully. Cox is in bringing Garvin along, but Garvin losing his cool there. Let me just say this about Stanke. Stanke held the West Coast Heavyweight Championship. He was a Pacific champion and also held the Texas Championship. Now, this man, I could go on and on and on about his credentials. He is exceptionally strong and very, very savvy in the ring, an excellent ring general. Again, Garvin starting to lose his temper, and Cox may be pushing his man a little bit too fast. Could be pushing Jim Garvin just a little bit fast here. Snap mare, STANKE brings him to the canvas. Scissors the head. And so it is Garvin going up against a well-seasoned competitor in Siegfried STANKE. Garvin comes out of it, has those legs tied up. Garvin, a bright, intuitive young man. And notice the way he's trying to hook over with the leg to try and keep that hold, even though he's caught with a rear chin lock. But STANKE knows every move in the book, and Garvin, good drop toe hold by Jimmy Garvin. Good drop toe hold. Garvin keeping those legs tied up. STANKE on the canvas. STANKE would have to have an obvious edge in power, I'm sure. Obviously will try to utilize his extra weight. Forearm across the chest. The referee warning STANKE. Garvin run into that far turnbuckle. STANKE closes in on him again. Hip lock takedown, but Garvin comes up with the head scissors. Jim Garvin with the head scissors now. And so STANKE trapped in that head scissors. STANKE escapes it, missed with a side headlock, and Garvin on his feet very, very quickly. And Garvin obviously is going to have to rely on his speed. Ooh! As Garvin came charging in, that youthful exuberance, headlong charge into Siegfried STANKE, and that proved to be a costly error on Jim Garvin's part. STANKE put one of those German boots, a flying drop kick by STANKE. So twice now Garvin has been caught coming off those ropes. Garvin manages to power out before the count of three, but STANKE now using the boot to snap mare. STANKE crashes down with an elbow into a lateral press on Jim Garvin. Garvin able to power out. See Killer Carl Cox in the upper right-hand corner of your screen shouting encouragement to Jim Garvin. Good move. STANKE powered out. STANKE in behind his man, goes for the atomic. Good block by Garvin. Garvin swept the foot in. Jim Garvin into the spinning toe hold. Garvin has the spinning toe hold. And this young man has STANKE in trouble. No, sir, STANKE has conceded. Siegfried STANKE has conceded the spinning toe hold applied by Jim Garvin. What a tremendous mark of versatility on Jim Garvin's part. Last week, it was revealed to us in stunning terms that Jim Garvin had mastered the brain buster, but we saw him here. Let's see if we can't get that in instant replay. Jim Garvin, a totally versatile youngster. He is absorbing. Now watch him very carefully. Watch Garvin block the atomic knee drop. STANKE has him up. Watch Garvin. Straight down, blocked it very nicely. And as STANKE was trying to recover, it's Garvin sweeping the ankle from the... All right, now watch Garvin go right into the spinning toe hold. Swinging over once again, catches him. And at this point, I did not know how securely he had it down, but it was obvious then that Siegfried STANKE did concede. And so, Joe LeDuc and Pak Song have entered the ring. Joe LeDuc and Pak Song instead of Thor the Viking and Bugsy McGraw. And let's turn it to our ring announcer.
This match is for one fall of the 10-minute time limit. Introducing on my right with a combined weight of 495 pounds, Omar and Cyclone, the Negro brothers. Their opponents on my left under the management of Sonny King, from Korea weighing 268 pounds, Pak Song, and from Canada weighing in at 274 pounds, Joe LeDuc.
It's obvious that Sonny King has brought out his first-line army, his Panzer Division, if you will, going up against Omar and Cyclone Negro, Joe LeDuc. Omar, between those legs, slips away. High hip toss by Joe LeDuc. Negro back on his feet. Side headlock. Negro trying to take him over, could not do it. Then you see the tremendous power of this man, Joe LeDuc. Ooh, LeDuc caught him over the heart that time. Caught him again with a right hand. LeDuc tags up. Pak Song. They foot to the throat. Tag is made now, and it's Cyclone Negro moving in. Cyclone Negro catching Pak Song, a headbutt that puts Pak Song on the canvas. Negro fighting with a vengeance here. Said that Sonny King had lied to him, had cheated him. And it is LeDuc moving into the ring. LeDuc squaring off at the man who has now admitted he was Mr. Uganda, but now he and his brother reunited, Cyclone and Omar Negro.
There'll be a lot of tears and a lot of people out before this match is over with. Nobody, but nobody, ever come out and embarrass the King family. I shall teach these people right now exactly what respect is.
The voice of Sonny King, obviously embittered by this turn of events. Negro on the canvas, Pak Song catching him, an elbow to the back of the head of Cyclone Negro. A chop to the throat that puts Negro back on the canvas once again. Pak Song chopping away, and Joe LeDuc pacing back and forth. Negro catches him a chop into the chest. A headbutt. Song is staggered. Song staggered again. Song fires back. Negro down. Makes the tag. Omar Negro over that top rope. Slips between the legs of Pak Song. Good flying drop kick. Ooh, he missed. Pak Song out of the way just in time. Omar caught in there, and now Cyclone Negro, double teaming on him, but now Cyclone is there, and Joe LeDuc catches him from behind. Joe LeDuc pulling him back to the far side. LeDuc pounding away, has him caught in the ring ropes. Cyclone Negro tied up in those ring ropes, trying to break free. And it's Joe LeDuc with a one-arm backbreaker on Omar Negro. Has Omar. Pak Song on that second rope comes to, ooh! Across the throat, and Cyclone Negro still tied up in those ropes. And it's Joe LeDuc. And Sonny King is in there also, Sonny King. And it's obvious here, they're not, becoming obvious here that they're merely interested in, and it's Sonny King continuing to keep Cyclone Negro tied up, and it's obvious that they're not trying to just beat Omar Negro. They're trying to put this man out of it. No question, they're trying to put him out of it. And now, ooh, down on Omar Negro once again. Here comes Tonga, Jerry Briscoe, a host of others. Bubba Douglas moving in there to try and separate this situation. And Omar Negro, they've pummeled this man to a point of near insensibility. How badly he's hurt, I don't know. But Sonny King wreaking vengeance on Cyclone and Omar Negro. We'll be back. We'll be back in a moment.
This match for one fall, the 10-minute time limit. Introducing from California, weighing 245 pounds, Rocky Johnson. His opponent under the management of Masala Torre, From Japan, weight unknown, the Rising Sun.
Rising Sun going up against Rocky Johnson. Omar Negro had to be carried from the ring. He was not capable of walking. How bad he was injured, I do not know, but Leduc and Pak Song did everything they could to put him out of wrestling. Up against those ropes, Rocky Johnson blocking very well. There's Masala Tori. Watching carefully, Rocky Johnson watching his man. Johnson, side headlock to a hammerlock, in behind his man. Rising Sun trying to come out of it now. Johnson back into the ring ropes. Referee calls for the break. And Johnson moving around, exceptionally fast on his feet. Collar and elbow, and again the Rising Sun pulls him back. A chop to the chest, another chop to the chest. Arm drag and twist on Johnson. Johnson into the near turnbuckle. Sun closes in again, catches him. Johnson somersaults out of the way up with a beautiful flying drop kick. Into that shuffle, Johnson up another flying drop kick. That one almost took the head off the Rising Sun. Johnson up and over his man, rolling reverse. And an outstanding victory for Rocky Johnson. We might catch that in instant replay if we can. This man moves exceptionally fast. First flying drop kick that took the Rising Sun off his feet. Johnson into that little bit of a shuffle. Moves in, watch that one. Catches him right square on the head. And Johnson back on his feet very, very fast. As the Rising Sun started up, Johnson up and over his man, hooks him into that rolling reverse and scores the pinfall. A fine victory for Rocky Johnson.
This match is for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing from Omaha, weighing in at 260 pounds, a brass knucks champion, Killer Carl Cox. His opponent, parts unknown, weight unknown, the Gladiator.
Okay, the Super Gladiator going up against Killer Carl Cox. Jim Garvin has joined me here at the desk. He's going to be picking up the jacket for Killer Carl Cox, and I'll have Jim along with me to offer his comments during the match itself. Jim, of course, the Florida heavyweight champion, and Cox going up against this Gladiator. The Gladiator evidences a tremendous amateur background.
Well, yes, he is, Mr. Sawyer. There's no doubt about that. And I'm sure Killer knows his background and knows it well because he studies his opponent. There's really nothing I can really say as far as about Killer and what he's done for me and how he's helped me out in my career. I just couldn't possibly say enough about it. Not to mention the fact that the whole philosophy of life has also changed for me in the respect that Killer and I have had many times to talk about it, and we talk about what's right and what's wrong and maybe what's fair and what's not fair. And Killer was quick to bring to my attention the fact that, you know, Gordon, life really isn't fair from the very beginning. As Killer told me, some people are born big, some people are born small, some weak, some strong. So right off the bat, you got odds against you in some way or another. So turning the cheek too many times could prove to be fatal or at least hazardous to your health. So the man has just done a fantastic job with me, and I can't thank him enough for it.
Well, those are some mighty kind words, and I might say that mighty understandable, too, on the part of Jim Garvin. A young man with obviously a brilliant future in front of him, holding a forfeit victory over the world heavyweight champion, too, today.
Well, that's true, Mr. Soley. It's not exactly the way I like it. You know, I wanted to wrestle Harley Race. I felt like I was ready, and I wanted to do it. But the man was injured, so that's just the turn of events, and that's the way things happen.
Collar and elbow once again. Cox now with a side headlock. Cox, a short, chopping, jolting blow to the head. Again, collar and elbow, once again back up against those ring ropes. The referee calling for the break. Cox catches him on the break. And again, the Gladiator caught on the side of the jaw by Killer Carl Cox.
I'll tell you one thing, Mr. Soley. Mr. Cox, he never ceases to amaze me. That man can come up with things when you think all else is gone and all else is lost. Killer will come up. There you go, a fine reversal by Killer. Then caught his foot in the rope, it looks like.
Cox trying to drive that foot in there and caught on that turnbuckle, and the Gladiator quick to take advantage of that situation. Gladiator brings him up. Full body slam. And Cox coming up very slowly.
There he goes for the brain.
Tried to set him, he's got him.
All right.
Brought him up for that brain buster. And that was all she wrote for the Super Gladiator. Jim Garvin out there very quickly to congratulate him. And a fine victory. I think we might be able to catch that again, an instant replay. Killer Carl Cox. You see, the Gladiator was trying to set him, but Cox brought him up. And straight down, tried to bow out of it as he could, but he couldn't. And a fine victory for Killer Carl Cox.
This match is for one fall time remaining. Introducing from the Kingdom of Tonga, weighing 234 pounds, Prince Tonga. His partner from Lakeland, weighing in at 251 pounds, Bubba Douglas. Their opponents under the management of Sonny King from Scandinavia, weighing 310 pounds, the Southern champion Thor the Viking. From Indiana, weighing 305 pounds, Bugsy McGraw.
Bugsy McGraw and Thor the Viking, another pair of members of Sonny King's family, getting set to go into the ring against Prince Tonga and Bubba Douglas. And this should prove to be a very interesting match indeed. There's the bell. Good go behind and takedown by Thor the Viking. Tonga trying to upend him, Thor the Viking into a lateral press. We're talking about big men. Another big man that I certainly want to mention who's on his way back to Florida right now is the former Worldwide Wrestling Federation champion, superstar Billy Graham. And there's a man that is a dangerous man indeed. Viking at 310 and McGraw at 305, and it is Tonga stalking his man. Arm drag takedown. Bubba Douglas in there now. McGraw catches him. McGraw tags up with Thor the Viking. And double teaming before the count of 4. Douglas in trouble. Off the ropes. Thor the Viking caught him, a flying drop kick. Viking at 310. That's a lot of weight to put into the air. Percussion type attack on Bubba Douglas now.
Martin, I will show you no talent. Today, I know you sitting back here laughing like the rest of the people. Sonny King lost, Uganda, blah, blah. Here, I brought you out a super team.
Well,
I'm going to manufacture wrestling in this Florida area.
Again, the voice of Sonny King, and again, offering his opinions regarding wrestling and how he intends to dominate it. Bubba Douglas firing back at Thor the Viking. As the Viking staggered, Tonga comes in, a good flying drop kick. Has the Viking off his feet. Viking to the canvas once again. Tonga tried to catch him in a cross body block, but it was the Viking catching him mid-flight. Makes the tag with Bugsy McGraw. McGraw crashes down with that elbow. McGraw down across his man again. A count of 3. A count of 3, and it is all over. And so Sonny King's prediction here, at least on this team, sir.
Right on the wall, Gordon.
You heard Mr. King?
Right again.
Sonny King saying that the handwriting is on the wall at
time limit. Introducing on my right from Atlanta, weighing 266 pounds, Ray Candy. His partner from Lakeland, weighing 255 pounds, Bubba Douglas. Their opponents under the management of Masala Torrey from Oklahoma, weighing 270 pounds, Herb Calvert. And from Japan, weighing 240 pounds, Mr. Tenryu.
The referee is Buddy Colt. Buddy Colt, of course, was the North American heavyweight wrestling champion when he was involved in a plane crash, and his career as a wrestler was tragically cut short. Colt watching very carefully. Arm drag takedown by Candy on Herb Calvert. Locked in collar now. Another good arm drag takedown, that time by Calvert. Candy back on his feet very, very quickly. Ray Candy, known as the Candy Man, with a good hip lock takedown, makes the tag with Bubba Douglas. Bubba Douglas from Lakeland, Florida. Candy in the red trunks from Atlanta, Georgia. Tag is made. Candy back in. And it was Candy catching him one under the chin that time. The hip lock takedown that has Calvert to the canvas. Calvert with the head scissors. Calvert out of the University of Oklahoma, originally from New Jersey. Big, strong, rugged young man. Again, the tag is made. Bubba Douglas moves in. Douglas, as I have mentioned before, vastly improved young wrestler and growing in popularity with the fans everywhere. Block takedown again on Herb Calvert. And Calvert, using a powerful upper body, rolled Douglas over but could not keep him in a pinning combination. Douglas catches him, and Douglas back into a side headlock. Off the ropes. Candy catches him, a good shoulder smash, puts Calvert down. Calvert back on his feet, caught with another shoulder smash. Candy now, hip lock takedown. Again. Back on their feet now. Candy makes the tag. Bubba Douglas moves in. Douglas and Candy have had a very, very good win streak going for them since they became a tag team combination. Calvert staggered by that one. Douglas now with a side headlock into a hip lock takedown. Referee warning Tenryu started to come into the ring. Tenryu becoming obviously rather anxious over his partner because Calvert has not been able to get over and tag up. Calvert still on the canvas. Bubba Douglas, full arm drag and twist, drives the back of the elbow into the deltoids. Referee Buddy Colt watching this is now Tenryu reaching out trying to make the tag. Notice that Candy and Douglas have kept Calvert pretty much to the center or to their side of the ring. Calvert has not had an opportunity to get over to tag up with Tenryu at all to this point. And so obviously Candy and Douglas have some strategy working here. And good strategy thus far. Calvert has now taken a lot of punishment to that left arm. All right, it's Douglas now. Maintaining the pressure on Calvert. Calvert has been tired. He has not had any relief thus far in the match. Good reversal by Calvert. Full arm drag and twist now using that elbow very effectively. And so Calvert proving to be extremely durable here. A forearm, another forearm that cracks across the body of Bubba Douglas. Tag is made, and it's Calvert firing away, but it is Candy moving in against him. Candy now with a snap mare. Calvert trying to get back to his feet. Candy. Lateral press again. Candy moves in. Candy off those ropes. And it was Calvert catching him with a knee in the midsection. Candy doubled up. Calvert drives a knee in again. A forearm across the back. Now it's Calvert. The flat of the foot into the shoulder and the arms of Ray Candy. Calvert with a lateral press. And this young man's got a lot of fire, no question. And now Calvert taking all of that punishment. Good backdrop and Candy in trouble. Calvert closes in again. Another lateral press. Candy powers out before the count of 3. Calvert closes in. Calvert now uncorks a right hand that staggers Candy. Forearm across the back and Calvert. Goes across the chest again with those percussion type attacks. Jar that air supply, and Candy down on one knee and in trouble. Calvert drives the knee into the side of the rib cage. More percussion to the back. Calvert now, the front chancery, they're into the ropes, however, the referee, Buddy Cole, calling for the break. Candy in trouble, coming up very, very slowly. Calvert now moves in. Candy unhooks a right hand. Catches Calvert across the back once again. Calvert drives the shoulder in, but it's Candy again. And Calvert dropped that time. Calvert staggered. Calvert, who is relatively new in professional wrestling, making one serious mistake at this point, and that is in not tagging out. Both men staggered and down, but Candy made the tag, got over and made the tag. Bubba Douglas moving in now. Douglas brings Calvert up. A full body slam. Douglas moves in again. Another full body slam on Herb Calvert. Calvert in trouble, coming up very slowly. Flying drop kick, catches Calvert. Douglas moves in, an inside package. Inside cradle. Broken out by Douglas, catching him with an elbow that time. Douglas trying to close into the kill on Calvert. Now Calvert makes the tag. Tenryu comes charging into the ring. Caught with a flying drop kick. Smashed back into the turnbuckle. Douglas has the pin. Douglas has the pin. Tenryu came charging into the ring. Douglas caught him. A beautiful flying drop kick that drove him back into the turnbuckle. He snapped back into that turnbuckle, staggered, fell forward, and Bubba Douglas very quickly, very, very quickly scored with the pinfall. So the winner of that tag team event, Ray Candy and Bubba Douglas.
This match is for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing, on my right, the pride of Ponce, Puerto Rico, weighing in at 230 pounds, Don Serrano. His partner from St. Louis, weighing 231 pounds, Mike Hammer. Their opponents on my left from Mongolia, weighing 260 pounds, Killer Khan. And from Korea, weighing 265 pounds, Pak Song.
Australian tag team match once again. Masao Hattori out there with Killer Khan. This is the new Mongolian that has been brought in. Wow! Don Serrano charging Killer Khan, coming off the ropes. Caught him again, and Khan just towering over him. Full slam. He's a former All-Asian champion. You're seeing him in action right now. Killer Khan, and he's Serrano rolling over, making the tag with Mike Hammer. What an impressive individual. Stands there like a tremendous oak tree. And Hammer tried a shoulder smash and found out it was like hitting an oak tree. Khan again brings him up, and so we're seeing somewhat of a pattern being established here. Quick snap mare. Wait a minute. This man has tremendous wrestling knowledge as well. Boot into the rib cage by Killer Khan. And again, Khan catching his man. Khan moves against an opponent with almost deadly efficiency. Catches him in the, and it's a, not having had an opportunity to watch this man in action, but he apparently is using a claw hold when he catches him coming off the ropes. Khan brings him up, another slam. Khan smashes him into the turnbuckle, and Khan with a smile on his face. And it's not a maniacal type smile at all, just a wholehearted appearance of being very, very pleased that he's decimating somebody.
So it costs a lot of money to get talent such as that guy. It costs a lot of money, but there it is.
Well, it's obvious, the voice of Sonny King saying it cost a lot of money. It's quite obvious that, caught him. And he's gone with a claw. He does have the claw. He's gone with a claw hold. Killer Khan with the claw. And Hammer very quickly conceding, the referee separating them. Masao Hattori moving in, holding up the hand of Killer Khan and Pak Song. Another addition to the ever-growing arsenal of Sonny King's army. We'll be back in a moment. With the Florida Heavyweight Championship match, Jim Garvin, and this week he has drawn the Missouri Mauler as his opponent. There's a $10,000 side purse that goes to any man who can beat Jim Garvin in the ring. Jim Garvin, of course, has a contract of an undisclosed amount with Championship Wrestling from Florida with the approval of the NWA. They're going into the ring now. Let's turn it over to our ring, please. And there you see Buddy Rogers.
This is a Florida heavyweight title match for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Introducing from Jacksonville, weighing 226 pounds, the Florida heavyweight champion, Jim Garvin. His opponent, the challenger on my left from Missouri, weighing 255 pounds, the Missouri Mauler.
Said one fall with a 30-minute time limit now. And there you see Buddy Rogers, last-minute instructions. Rogers, of course, former NWA World Heavyweight Champion. And waiting now for the ring to be cleared and the bell to go, because it's one fall, 30-minute time limit. The toughest test that Jim Garvin has had thus far. Garvin moves out against the Missouri Mauler. Two totally contrasting styles, and Garvin not trying to meet him head on, ducking to one side, ducking away, now takes him head on. Buddy Rogers has joined me here at the desk. I know he's been working out with Jim Garvin, and obviously young Jim continues to improve and has been successful with that Florida Heavyweight Championship.
Well, I'll say one thing. I've never worked out harder in my life with a fellow, with Steve Kearns and Jimmy, as I have in the last month. And believe me, it's really shown the efforts we put forth.
Drop toe hold by the Missouri Mauler. Now, here's a man who goes out there with fists and feet. And there's where he was one step ahead of the champion. Went into a drop toe hold, took Jim Garvin, the champion, off his feet. I have to feel, Mr. Rogers, that Jim Garvin has his toughest test to date here on television today.
Yes, without a doubt. He's in there with a fellow very, very capable.
Mauler keeping that leg tied up and, of course, using that extra weight to his own advantage. Has Garvin, but they're into the ropes. Referee Buddy calls for the break. Garvin is going to have to be exceptionally careful about that hard right hand on the part of the Mauler.
Well, we've practiced that. We've had a lot of ways that we made sure that wouldn't happen today, but then again, you can't. Sometimes there's always the impossible. It does happen.
And the Mauler mixing his tactics extremely well in this match against the Florida heavyweight champion. Got a good move by Garvin, breaks it up, has the Mauler to the canvas with an inside armbar.
I will say that there's been a tremendous improvement in Garvin and Kearns in the past month. I mean, they've worked out harder than any time of their lives.
And it's evidencing itself. Jim Garvin has successfully been retaining that title, but
that means more to him. Gordon means more to him than anything in this world, as being the Florida heavyweight champion.
Well, he's a very, very good move by Garvin. Slips away from that head scissors into a side headlock. Garvin's going to have his problems here with this man, no question about it. Mauler with that superior weight. Garvin will have to rely on his speed, his agility.
And we were working out one day, and Steve Kearns told Garvin, he said, if you ever lose that title, you'll get a cardiac arrest.
Well, I'm sure he feels that way. After that letter that you read last week that Jim passed along his sentiments to the fans. Ooh, there's that right hand we were talking about. The champion is down, caught again. The Missouri Mauler moving in now with those fists and feet, going back to his usual tactics. Garvin in trouble now. Garvin caught again in the rib cage. That sudden explosive right hand of the Missouri Mauler caught the champion. And again, if he gets out of this with nothing more than bruised ribs, he's going to be very... Now, the bear hug by the Mauler. And so the Mauler, as I said before, such a tremendously explosive wrestler, has a tremendous edge and experience on Jim Garvin, the champion.
And he's strong with it.
Garvin, the champion, in trouble now. This young fellow giving away tremendous odds here, and I'll tell you, I don't like to sound partial at all, but I can't help but believe in my own mind right now, Mr. Rogers, that the thousands and thousands of people who are watching right now have to be rooting for Jim Garvin to try and pull this one out, because, frankly, he may just be not necessarily outclassed, just outgunned in this match.
Well, I always told Jimmy, the guy that leads a parade doesn't always finish it either, so I'm looking forward to Jimmy in the end.
Well, I certainly empathize with you, and I know the fans out there watching are hoping that that's going to be the case, but I don't know.
Oh, I'll admit he's in a lot of trouble right now, but I got a lot of faith in Jimmy. I really do. If you notice him and Kearns, boy, when the action gets tough, baby, they come out on top. And right at this moment, I will admit, things don't look too good.
Good move by Garvin. Twisted inside his man into a snapmare. The Mauler powers out. The Mauler again with those Missouri boots. Look at him cocking that right hand, and this could be up. Ooh. Forearm across the middle of the back, jarring those 33 vertebrae. And again, back into the bear hug. And so the Mauler using some very, very clever strategy here. If he can cut off that oxygen supply, where Garvin will suddenly fatigue, and that's what he's looking for, cut down that youth. Back into the ropes now. Referee Buddy Cole calling. Ooh, caught him right in the pit of the stomach again, working on that air supply. The Florida heavyweight champion has time on his side, but the Missouri Mauler carrying the battle to him. Broke it loose temporarily, broke it loose again, caught him on the side of the head. Garvin retaliating and tying now, using that right hand very effectively. The Mauler is staggered. Whipped him into the far turnbuckle. Garvin comes up with full body slam on the Missouri Mauler. A lateral press. Again, Garvin brings him up, another full body slam, another lateral press. Missouri Mauler made a very stern, tough stuff indeed. A third slam by Jim Garvin. Garvin off those ropes. Crashed down, caught in the pit of the stomach that time by the Mauler.
Now I'm worried. This is where I'm really worried. I wasn't worried up till now.
Jim Garvin, the heavyweight champion, in trouble, and the Mauler back on his feet. Plants that Missouri boot into the rib cage. Into the middle of the back. Garvin, his eyes partially glazed. The pain that must be coursing through his body now. The Missouri Mauler with a side headlock. Garvin caught with a shoulder smash, driven to the canvas again. Caught again. Flying drop kick coming off the ropes. The Mauler tripped backwards. Garvin catches him. Beautiful move.
Jimmy, nice score.
Beautiful move by the Florida heavyweight champion, Jim Garvin, successfully defending that title. And you talk about human chess at its very, very finest. There you saw it. The man almost on the ropes, those eyes glazed. He was in a lot of trouble, being congratulated by Buddy Rogers now. An outstanding match. And the Florida heavyweight champion, Jim Garvin, has, there you see it in instant replay, catches him. Watch him, pulling him back, rolling him up into that reverse. The count of 3. And that must be a tremendously jubilant Jim Garvin right now. The Florida heavyweight champion, he has retained his title. See it, Big Bill Dromo in the ring, talking to the referee who's just out of camera range, waiting for the Magnificent M to come out. He's scheduled to wrestle next in this match, one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Ring announcer Mike Moore waiting for man to appear to make the introductions for this match. Well, wait just a minute.
You know, Gordon Soley, it's a shame in today's world that people can't mind their own business. I heard that little punk out here, that little mealy-mouthed Kern out here, talking, if he can, this match ain't gonna take me very long. If he feels he's man enough, if he's ready to break another leg, then have him step up in that ring anytime he's ready.
Wow. The Magnificent M obviously incensed over what happened. There he goes into the ring. Let's turn it to the ring announcer.
This match is for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing from Atlanta, weighing 255 pounds, Big Bill Dromo. From parts unknown, weight unknown, the Magnificent M.
Okay, the Magnificent M going up against Big Bill Dromo. We saw him in action last week for the first time. He used that controversial Asiatic spike, Dromo. Big, powerful man. Duck under, go behind, reversal. Standing switch, a standing switch by Dromo. M catching him with elbows coming off the ropes. Big Bill Dromo wrestled in the Canadian National Games. Is big and tough, and he might put a halt to... no, sir, the Magnificent M. Stood him that time, caught him coming in. Full body slam. Moves in against him again. Another full body slam on Dromo, and Dromo having... He's gone with the... he's got the spike. He's got the spike, and Dromo writhing in agony trying to fight away from it now. And you can... Well, the noise he's making is... The referee calling for the bell. The referee calling for the bell. It's all over for Dromo. It is all over for Dromo. Magnificent M calling for Steve Kern, but he had Chip. There you see him, the Magnificent M in a... Wait a minute, Steve Kern has just hit the ring. The referee... Ooh, Kern caught in the throat. Kern caught in the throat by the Magnificent M. The referee sure didn't realize it, tried to stop Kern's attack. And the Magnificent M out there after him now has Kern in trouble, caught him, sundered him with that, and he's sent to... Wait a minute. There they are, Jack Briscoe, Jerry Briscoe, Ray Candy, Mike Graham, all stopping the Magnificent M. And Kern after that... Kern after that. Look at... Oh, no. Mike, I can't believe this. It is Don Morocco. It is Don Morocco. But look at him. Look at this man. Don Morocco, like a man, a world unto himself. Look at him. Wild-eyed. And absolutely no hair on his head whatsoever, a shaved skull. And there's no question about the fact that it is.
Sonny King can't buy me! Money can't buy me! I've been all over the world! I've been everywhere! And I'm sick! And I'm tired! And I'm sick of being called Jack Briscoe! I can't stand being called a Briscoe! I created, you've heard of the Destroyer, you've heard of wrestling too. I became, Don Morocco became the Magnificent M. And with this, I created my own identity. Nobody, it's just like a lynching. One guy slips a noose around the neck, but everybody's responsible. Everyone. And one by one, every man out here I have in my brain, one by one, everybody's gonna pay. Everybody's gonna pay.
I really don't know what to say at this point in time. It says that money is not the thing, but it certainly appears that he is a member of Sonny King's group. But